Hi there, I'm Paulina and I study English almost every day with outcomes advanced. Welcome aboard. So today is our lesson number 11, if I'm not mistaken, and we continue working with perfect forms of the verbs in English. Okay, so actually it was pretty tough yesterday for me to understand what is given in the book, not because I can't get the idea of perfect forms actually, because for me perfect is connected always with something that happened not that far from the from the current moment, but it happened and it has some consequence, right? Some results that we can watch, that we can see actually, like I've tidied my room, come and see, and so on. As for future perfect, for example, something will have been done. So all these things are clear, but the way it is put in the book, in this particular book, is different from what I, put in perfect forms. Or maybe the examples are not that clear to me. I don't know. But let's continue practicing, because actually there is one more exercise to practice before we proceed to speaking. Actually, in the book, the speaking part is placed between. So we do the stuff in grammar, on grammar page, sorry, then we speak a bit, and then we again go back to page 166 to practice more with one more exercise. But before I speak, I want to make it clear that I use all perfect forms of all perfect tenses correctly, and I want to do it by doing another exercise, which is exercise 2 on page 166 in the book. It's both on pages 166 and 167. Okay. So let's first do this one exercise. Okay, just one more to be satisfied. Righty. So the task is to complete the second sentence with the word given without changing it. Okay. We must use between 3 and 5 words, including the word given. So 3 words minimum, 5 maximum, together with the word in bold. Okay. As usual, to do it like with me or on your own, you can pause the video, no problem with that, right? So I don't think my flight will get in time to catch the last train home. Yeah, I don't think my flight will get in time to catch the last train home. So the last train, blah, 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 left. The time my flight gets in. Okay, so we'll have left. Me here will have left by the time my flight gets in, right? 4 words, enough, not too much, not too little, right? Okay, we'll have left by, just because it will happen by the time my flight gets in. Okay, next, the first time I saw anything like that was when I went to Mumbai. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Mumbai, not Mumbai. I don't know. The first time I saw anything like that was when I went to Mumbai. I've never seen, of course, here it's clear, I think. I've never seen anything like that before I went to Mumbai. Yeah? I've never seen anything. Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah. Do we need here past perfect? No, I don't think so. It's just about our experience, right? And when we're talking about our experience, it's clear we need to use present perfect. Number 3. I'm just, again, so tired, I'm sorry. But I made myself, actually, I pulled myself together to do it, really. I'm not sure I can give you any advice as it's so long since I've been there. I'm not sure I can give you any advice as it's so long since I've been there. Okay, not recently. I don't think I can give you any advice. It's about in form, right? Not having been there recently, right? Not having been there recently. Yeah, again for words, which is nice. Not having been. I hope it should be put this way. Yeah, if you have some other ideas, please put them in the comment section under the video, below the video, okay? Just because I'm not ideal, you know. And I also need some correction as far as I don't have teacher's book actually guide. Nothing to check myself. I mean, no extra materials adjusted to the book, to the student's book, unfortunately. And I failed to find them. So you're welcome to correct me. I'd like to see if I do have mistakes. So number 4, when the current government came to power, they largely continued the previous government's policies. Current government continued previous government's policies. Okay. Initiated the current government's policies. Okay, again, when the current government came to power, they largely continued the previous government's policies. So, the government, the current government policies continued once initiated by the previous one. Yeah? Continued once, yeah, continued once initiated by the previous one. Again, once one, can we put it like this here? The current government policies continue once initiated. Yeah, this one contributes to policies. Yeah? Yeah, I think so. Okay, number 5. People were moved out of the area before the storm hit, people were moved out of the area before the storm hit, so there were very few casualties. There would have been a lot more casualties if people hadn't been evacuated before the storm, yeah? Because here it's clearly the third conditional. Clearly, you know. Hadn't been. I'm just so happy that I recall at least something here. Actually, okay, I must tell the truth. I did this. I've already done this exercise like right before the lesson because it seemed to be so damn difficult for me. Really, I was like, initiated what? So actually, you see that it's still hard for me. It's still tough. I don't know why I wouldn't put these words in these order like they did here. So if hadn't been evacuated, but some are clear really, like this one hadn't been evacuated. If people had been evacuated. Okay. As far as I can tell, things are much better than they were when I was there last. Things appear have been improved. Yeah, have been improved since my last visit, right? Because also we have here like info about infinitive form, which I skipped, but actually I had a quick glance, yeah, at it. Okay, so sometimes we use an infinitive with to after certain verbs. Compare the perfect and simple forms. I seem to have lost before now. So yeah. You can paraphrase it like, it seems that I have lost. And in fact, it is the same as I seem to have lost here, you see. Maybe in the first case, you can understand grammar better. Like, it seems that I have lost. To grammar, how to say, to grammar. Okay, two subjects, two verbs like this. Yeah, and here it's like one. He seems to lose things all the time, generally. It's just, yeah. Okay, he's believed to have killed several people. Again, you can paraphrase it like, if it's better for you, like, to understand before you go this way. You can say, it is believed that he has killed. It's another way. But this one, I think, sounds more natural as far as it's just, like, shorter. Yeah, it sounds more natural. He is believed to be dangerous, for sure, yeah. He has already killed several people. Obviously, he's believed to be dangerous. He is dangerous. Okay, if it's about the same person, which is not, for sure. So you see, and here we also used, this was improved. We also used infinitive, right? To have been improved. So things appear to have been improved. It is appeared that things have been improved. If it's better for you to understand, okay, you're welcome. And one more thing, which I was a bit surprised of, that they use will have to refer to the present to talk about what they believe. Like, many people will have visited, like, maybe, right? They believe this place to will have been visited. Okay. And however, few will be aware. Like, they're making a prediction, kind of, yeah. So one of the main functions of future, right? Future simple is making predictions. And here it's clearly shown, yeah. Where are you from? You won't know. Like, this one, I would rather put here, like, you wouldn't know it, but they use won't know. And this was a bit surprising, really. You won't have heard of it. I think I have to practice, not even a practice, to find these particular examples of this particular rule. We have to watch series, read modern books with modern language. I mean, not classics like Jane Austen and so on, but like modern language. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. By the way, reading is something I want to do in the summer, because reading is everything. Reading, learning words, learning the text, retelling the text, like a recipe for marvelous language all the time. Okay, I go back to page 12, which is in book, which is actually in books, it's 11th page. So let's discuss the questions. I have put them here. Yeah, okay. So speaking sometimes is better, actually, than grammar, though I love grammar, really. And the best lessons for me are when I am explaining grammar to my students, but I always do it in Russian, always. Because I do it like, I explain complicated things simply. And to do it the best way, I think, is to find equivalent in our language for my Russian students. Okay, it does not matter that intensively now, okay? So, how has your city changed in the last few years? I haven't prepared for answering this question, so let me think of it. last few years, how many are these? let's say 10 years, huh? Few. Okay, maybe a bit less, like 6 years, right? So, sorry. Actually, yeah, a lot has changed in my city. So, Samara has undergone profound changes in many areas of in many areas, really. So I think Samara has changed in terms of many derelict buildings and some slums were cleared, and some historic buildings were restored. The areas were renovated. We had huge regeneration projects in some areas which were deprived, really, like there were bushes everywhere, trees growing here and there, no system, no lights, no pavements, no facilities for sports facilities for people, nothing actually. And now those areas are flourishing. The nightlife there is vibrant, like it's all lightened now. It's absolutely safe and secure to walk there, even at night. The lawns there are grassy and fresh, and they are being cared for all the time. So it has become really flourishing areas, really. What else has changed? Actually, though my country is famous for its bad roads, actually, it's been changing all year round, actually. So, particularly in my city, a lot of roads were diverted. Some main roads were diverted, and they are still being diverted. So the access to the center from even the outskirts of the city has been completed. Yeah. And so my city is becoming more and more well run, with everything working smoothly. You can easily get from one place to another in my city, and the buses come on time all the time. Yeah, there is a wonderful network of buses and trams and trolley buses, by the way. And the roads are being improved. So government, I mean our local city's government is pouring money into roads development, evolvement, and yeah, this is what had been done actually by now. What else? Actually, infrastructure, like appropriate life for children. What I mean is building new schools, bringing computers there, new technologies and so on is also being done, actually. Okay. I think that's all as far as I can name now. Okay, just not to stop right now and not saying how do you think your city or country will have changed in 10 years time, and why? Okay, I'm the one. I'm a kind of a person that always. I'm a positive person, opportunist, not opportunist. Okay, I see opportunity, not the difficulty. And I am quite a positive person. Yeah. That's why I think my city will have changed a lot. What a wonderful, what a surprise. Will have changed a lot in 10 years time. So, because my city is becoming more and more sprawling, so we are enlarging our territory in all directions. We'll have several enterings to the city from different parts, I mean geographical parts. And all these areas are being renovated. They are being developed now. New regions, new houses are being built. So yeah, that's why I think my city at least will have become like bigger, maybe even twice as bigger as, no, twice as bigger as it's now. Okay. Why? Just because okay, the population of my city is growing as well, so it's now over 1 million. It's like 1,300,000 maybe, approx million people. So and it's been developed. It's one of the main sorry, I forgot the word. Not to introduce, produce, no, industrial center actually. So we have several plants here producing avia, like planes and things for cosmos. Okay. Well, what are the two most important events in your city, country's history, and why? Okay, I may be subjective here, of course, but as far as I see it, one of the most important events in my country's history was the victory in the Second World War, as well as the victory in the First World War, actually, yeah, really. And another one is christening, yeah, or baptism. Okay, so the act when our country was Christianized. So this is, I think, as far as I remember, this is where Russia started as a united as a united like country, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not into history as well, unfortunately, though I really want to. From time to time, I feel ashamed and embarrassed of not knowing such obvious things and facts. Sorry for that. Can you think of any places that have suffered any of the situations or events? This one I checked already, and actually we have already answered this question when we were warming up with these words, yeah? And no, these ones. Sorry, with these ones. Economic downturn, blah, blah, huge fire. I have already told you, so I don't see any point in repeating myself, okay? That's why we proceed here to the speaking part, which is, again, is going to be our home task, just because I still believe that preparing to speak is better than or is better than not preparing to speak, right? So first you prepare, then you can speak. So what we're going to do, you're going to decide how to spend some funding on a town called Oldbury. First we read information and the ideas on this page. Then we put the ideas in order of priority and explain our choice, yeah? How much should be spent, approximate time scale for change. And finally, you see, though it is speaking section, to write a short pitch. So, you see, for your proposal to present to the class. Explain the reasons for your choices, the time scale for it, the different strengths, and what the outcomes will be. So, obvious. Let's go on this page and see. 186, which is here, 187. I mean, in the file, you see. So, this is what is given to us, yeah? Like the task. Oldbury is a town of 250,000. Sorry, 250,000. It is to receive 500 million pounds of funding to halt the decline that has been taking place over a number of years. There is a chemical works on the outskirts. Okay, so yeah, nasty fumes. The city has a number of deprived areas, high unemployment, several problems, as you can see. And the small historical center, which is very rundown, dates back 300 years. Yeah. These are ideas for improving this wonderful city. Set up a recycling center, provide grants for people starting up new businesses, restore the historical center and build a tourist center, provide low-interest loans to improve homes, shut down the chemical works and relocate it on the coast. I'm sure it will help. Set up your youth centers to give young unemployed people something to do and to keep them off the street, and recruit more officers to police the poorer parts of the city, and plant trees in every street and increase the amount of green space available for public use. Okay, so what we have to do here is to put the things in order, in our order, and explain our choice. Also, how much money will be poured, in what time, will it have been done? Yeah, and will it have been done? Yeah, and not will have been done. Will be done. Yeah, and what would be probably probable outcomes of it. Yeah. And to do all this, I think, I believe that we have to do it at home, just to be more organized, to put as much effort as it's possible. So from my point of view, it would be more efficient, right? Right. Okay. And let's call it a day, because tomorrow we'll start from this task, speaking task. Okay. And we'll be done for this part, or with this part. Then urban tales, just 2 pages, and we're done with Ceci's story or writing. That's all. Also, there are some, of course, some exercises in workbook on grammar. Yeah, so I think we can do exercise 2 and 3 on page 8 in the book, which is page 9 in the file. Yeah, okay. I just wondered why should on earth I tell you the page in file as far as you don't have one. Why am I keeping saying this? I don't know. So grammar, exercise 2 and 3, page 8. Right? And that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope I did everything correctly. I mean, grammar exercise. If I didn't, please correct me, help me, be my teacher, why not? Thanks for your attention. Have a nice evening and see you tomorrow. Goodbye.